This video will help you step by step through the process of registering for classes online. To begin, go to Shoreline's website, www.shoreline.edu. Once there, click on the Classes link at the top of the home page. After clicking on Classes, you will then be given the option to select the quarter to view. To continue, click on the quarter that you would like to register for. After clicking on the link, you will see an alphabetized list of all the courses that will be offered that quarter. On the far left column, there are some resources that can be very helpful. The Search Classes option will allow you to filter out classes based on specific times or teachers, or allow you to find face-to-face classes only. Click on the Online Classes option to search for classes that are only offered online. To continue registering, click on any of the subject headings to display all of the classes under the subject. We are going to click on English so we can find an English 101 class to register for. Each course has additional information such as a full title and the number of credits. A brief description of the course will be provided, including a list of any prerequisites that are required for you to register for this course. In this case, the prerequisite is completion of English 99 with a 2.0, or placement into English 101. In this case, fulfilling either of the prerequisites listed will allow you to register for the course. Below the course description is a list of all the sections of English 101 that will be offered for that quarter. On the far left column are item numbers. An item number is a 4-digit number that is unique to each section. When you are ready to register, you will use these numbers. The column next to the item number shows us the status of the class. In general, classes will be open or waitlisted. If a class is waitlisted, that means that the class is full and you can add your name to the waitlist. The next two columns show the days and times that each class is offered. For classes that are taught online, you will see the word online instead of the days and times in this column. In the next column to the right, you will see the name of the instructor that will be teaching the class. If this column says Staff, that means that an instructor has not yet been assigned. Let's look at one particular section of English 101 to make sure we know how to read the class schedule. For example, the first class is currently open and is offered Monday through Thursday from 8:30 to 9:20 a.m. and is taught by staff, meaning it hasn't been assigned an instructor yet. To retrieve more information about a particular course section, simply click on the entire row. You can now see that this class is a hybrid. A hybrid class will have some online responsibilities beyond a typical face-to-face classroom experience. You can also see important information such as the fees attached to the section, as well as additional instructor contact information by clicking on the instructor's name. Once you are ready to register for the course, click on the Register link. To register for this class, make a note of the item number. Then click on Continue to Registration. To register, you will need to log in with your student ID number and PIN number. Unless you have changed it, which we do recommend, your PIN number is your date of birth. It is a 6-digit number comprised of a 2-digit month, day, and year. For example, if your date of birth is January 9th, 1975, your PIN would be 010975. If you have forgotten your PIN, you can email sccadmis@shoreline.edu to request that it be sent back to your birth date. Once you enter your student ID and PIN, select the quarter you are registering for, then hit the registration button. You often need to fill out a brief survey before registering. Once your survey is complete, you should see the registration screen. Now you are ready to register. In the left column, in the white boxes, enter the item number of the class you are registering for. You can register for multiple classes at the same time by entering multiple item numbers in the boxes. Once the item numbers are in, hit the Submit Add Drop button. Next, you should see a notice that says, "This is your schedule." The class or classes that you registered for should be listed below. Check to make sure it is accurate. You can delete a class from your schedule by following the same steps as adding. Type the 4-digit item number in the boxes on the left-hand side and hit the Submit Add Drop button. You might attempt to register for a class and receive a notice requesting an entry code. Type the 5-digit entry code into the box and click on the button Submit Entry Codes to register. Entry codes are typically provided by the department of the class you are registering for. They are usually granted when students meet their prerequisite for a course at another college. Also, if a class is full, you may be asked if you would like to be added to the waitlist. The current waitlist count will appear so that you will know where on the waitlist you are. If you would like to be added to the waitlist, click on the button Add to Waitlist. In the future, if you need to find your schedule, go back to Shoreline's home page. Next, at the top of the page, click on Students. Then, under Classes, click on My Schedule. Next, log in with your student ID and PIN number, and be sure to indicate the correct quarter. Click on the Get My Schedule button, and you should see your schedule. This concludes the tutorial for registering online. Should you have any further questions, please contact Advising.